Okay, we are recording the session. So now that you're audible, I think I'm right that you are having issues with mock exams, right?
Okay. Okay, Frank, let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
I have taken up a couple of, not couple, more than couple of PT exams, academic, okay? And
Real,
then that was back in 2018.
real exams.
Yes, real exams, of course, real
Okay,
exams, okay?
okay.
On the first attempt,
In India, it's not that expensive. You can take like 5 and 10 at a time. For us, it is very expensive. It is like 70,000 rupees. Okay, continue.
okay. Oh, my bad. Okay, that's really bad to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, so what has happened here is back in 2018. So 2018, I tried a couple of exams, and again, I almost gave about 5 attempts. Maybe I was doing something wrong, or maybe I'm not using any template. Something went wrong, really wrong. And in the first attempt, I scored 79 in speaking, which boosted my confidence to the highest.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then after I appeared for multiple PT exams, and what exactly happened was I did not clear with good score. So
Mm.
eventually I lost my confidence, and then after I quit. I gave up. Now the
Uh-huh.
time has come up again, and then now I feel like I feel like again giving a try once more, so that I can score better. What I feel is what I've done in the past is something which I've never used any kind of templates. It was all on the go. Nothing was on the templates. Later, when I happened to meet all these folks here, and then what I found was everyone is using a template, be it a graph, or be it describe image, or be it summarize spoken, or maybe anything for that matter. In fact, I've already forgotten most of the sections which is being present in each and every individual section. So I don't know what exactly is happening in future. All I meant to say was I don't know. Should I be using the templates, or should I just go ahead with my natural instinct and then go ahead and give the exam again?
Okay.
Because
Mm-hmm.
in this group, in this WhatsApp group, what I found was everyone is using the templates, irrespective whether they have a good English or bad English. Yes, they are using a template. So is template be using the template is the only source of solution?
Let me bring it crashing down on you, or rather on them. Template is not the only thing. What helped
Okay.
you was that you have a very good accent, good pitch, good grip on knowledge,
Hmm.
or on the language.
Okay.
So that's why you scored 70. Now, let me tell you one thing. No wonder how good you are in English. It's a 2 hour
Hmm.
exam where you have to answer a question, same as like uh, an IQ, an exam. Like you know everything, but in an exam, you have to be
Hmm.
precise. You have to answer the
Hmm.
question that is exactly being asked, and you have to
Hmm.
provide the content. Like if I ask you, tell me
Correct.
at the table of two, you will say two ones are two. You will not start speaking anything which is irrelevant. Now the thing with
Hmm.
template is template itself means something, a template, a sample, right? So it's just a
Hmm.
sample. It's like when it's something
Okay.
not that template is like if they ask you a question, then you are answering in a structured way. That what template means. But template is
Hmm.
not the answer to their questions. They haven't, no, every question paper has an answer key. So your template is not the
Hmm.
answer, right? What is the
Okay.
answer
Okay.
key? Every question that they are asking, the question itself is the answer. Only you have to say it in a structured way, in a formatted
Hmm.
way. Not you're not going
Hmm.
haphazard with your answers, or you don't know from where to start, what should be your middle, and where you should be ending. So there the template comes in usage. But the template is not the answer key, right? It's not the
Hmm.
answer that is fed by the person in the answer key, right? So
Hmm.
uh, a template is I would say just 10% of the exam, at least. Just 10%.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got
Nothing,
it. Just a
nothing more.
kickstart. Okay.
It's just a base on which you are developing your answer. Like if I ask you a question, you will answer me. If I say, what is your name? You will tell me, my name is Mohsen, right? So my
Hmm.
name
Yeah.
is actually a template, a structured form of
Hmm.
answering a question, and Mohsen is your answer. So to describe
Correct.
image, what I keep telling people in the every time, please don't rely on template as such. And there were times when template was everything, and for people who are
Mm-hmm.
aiming for 65, template is for someone who is not a good in English. They don't know how to say a complete, well structured sentence. For them, it might be helpful if they want to score very
Okay.
less marks, 65. But if you want to like grab 79, you have to give a well-versed answer, full of content, full of relevant
Yeah.
information. And the simple answer is,
Yeah.
I did try to memorize the template, but I forgot over there. Still, I was able to score 82 overall and 80 plus in each. How? Because I
Oh, awesome, awesome. How did you do that?
well,
I,
maybe because I'm a PhD, so maybe
ah, say that.
Uh,
Okay.
so,
Okay.
so, so maybe while I was answering my defense, I was able to answer questions
Uh-huh.
instantaneously. Na? They ask you, and you have to be very vigilant, and you have to be very quick to answer and exactly respond to satisfy. Defense is something to you have to satisfy your examiner because they are like well qualified people. They are gurus in their work. So let me tell you that describe image, retail lectures, template is just plays 10% of the part. The rest 90% is that in describe image, whatever you see on the screen, just say it,
Mm-hmm.
speak it, pronounce it,
Okay.
and that's your answer. In retail
Got it. Got it.
lecture, whatever the lecture is saying, just reproduce it. You know, you have seen those blue lines when you get your score?
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course, yes.
Have you seen it? It shares reproduce and reproduce and response. So if they are saying something, are you able to reproduce it exactly or almost the same way? Are you able to respond what exactly is being asked? So this is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Question in written lecture, whatever the person is saying, you have to say the same thing just in a summarized way, right? In the describe image,
Mm-hmm.
you have to just read in a bit structured way what the picture is saying because it's a picture and you have to describe the picture. Now, if you go for template, template itself is like consists of like 4 to 5 lines. So people are so much in a hurry to like in one way or another they are just in thinking that I have just want to finish saying the template. किसी तरह मैं template पूरा पढ़ लूं, ठीक है? So in
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because of that mistake, because of that rush, they fumble, they mispronounce, their fluency is not good, and most of the time is taken up by just saying the template, and they are unable to answer what exactly is in the picture. But that is the answer.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. So basically, people are more in rush to follow towards the template, and then they literally for happen to miss out the actual image information.
Exactly, the actual content. Like the if Pearson is so this is the case that for example, and sometimes people think that okay, it's just 65 and I will get it. And so they prepare just enough to score 65. Like let me tell something. If you prepare 100%, right? You will be
Mm-hmm.
making some mistakes, like around 5 mistakes. So you are getting 95 marks, right? 90 is the highest. So if you prepare for the 90 and you make mistake, you will get 85. And sometimes Pearson is not able to understand what you're saying. So it might cut your mark, 5 more marks. So how much did you score? 80.
80. That's going down again. Yeah.
Exactly. So you have to give a full plate, a complete plate full of ingredients and variety to Pearson to eat. And the Pearson is very picky. Software, kind of a software. It might like some of your answers. It might not like some of your answers. Based on that, it will give you the score.
Okay.
You got
Okay. Can
79 because the Pearson software was is a very sophisticated one. It's 100 way better than what App Uni is using. So you were able
mhm.
to satisfy like for Pearson, it is like when you see a person, first impression is the last impression, right? So the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
speaking is the first part, the first question. Read aloud is
Mhm.
the first question. The minute you start speaking, Pearson builds a expression about you. Okay, this person has good accent, has has good pitch, has good fluency, can pronounce difficult word. Then and there, it has built a mark for you that it might give you an 80. Now, while
That's okay. Good.
Why do you
Well,
give
what you're
them the
suggesting is the first impression. First impression should be the
exactly.
best impression.
Exactly. Now the thing is, when people start giving an exam, they are so excited. They speak like very loudly and stuff like that. But with the passage of time, the invigilator comes and asks them, "Please be quiet." Now the first impression is different, and the tone with which you are speaking now is different, right? So just be
Got
natural.
it. Got it.
So just be natural. Just give your first impression best.
Mhm,
So talking
mhm,
to you and listening to your English and everything, I can see that 79 was a very relevant score you got. But maybe you weren't. You might have scored 90, but you weren't able to provide the relevant content. You gave them the fluency. You gave them the
mhm.
pronunciation. But the other part you must have noticed in any question is the content. So maybe you weren't able to give them the provide them
True.
the
True. True.
required content.
That happened eventually.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a very like the exam is just to check your IQ and how good you are in responding and reproducing, and it's just about that.
It's what you're suggesting is just like serve everything in the plate. Let them choose what they want to choose,
And the right thing, and the right thing.
and with the right content in it.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, now with regards to start off with this, are you a member of APUNI? I mean, how is it? I'm just asking you. Let's be very open
Member
up
of
about
what?
this. Let's be.
Member of
Are
what?
you a member of APUNI?
App uni. Remember? No, 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 no.
Yeah.
No, no. I'm just like I just gave my exam on 11 December last year, 2023.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of
Okay.
fraud going on. So the thing is that what I've noticed in India, the fraud ratio is not that high, but in Pakistan it's a lot. Oh my God, it's so
Mhm.
much. Like every second, I don't want to badmouth my country, but it's a reality.
I got it. I got it. I respect that. I understand. I totally understand that.
Every second person is a fraud, so I'm just there to facilitate people, and I do give like tuitions to them, so I just give them a free demo, like if
Mhm.
I show your problem and I try to go there and guide them a bit to bring them on the right
Mhm.
path. And
Okay.
I also like pitch them or market that if you're interested, I can help you further. For that I do charge a
Okay.
money, because coaching centers, they are taking a lot of money, and the irony is none of them themselves have given any exam before, the tutor.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So this is what
Okay.
I'm trying to help out the way I'm help, and also try to make some money because exam was so expensive.
Got it. Got it. I totally understand that. Okay. Now coming back to this discussion. So, how do I start? And frankly speaking, it's been more than 3 to 5 years. Yeah, 2018 was the last time which I had appeared for the exams, and then after I've never appeared again. And then right now, it's again things have again it's been boosting in my head that I need to try once more. And if this doesn't turn up well, and then I will give. I'm already I'm see the whole point is for I'm applying. I'm looking forward to apply for Australian migration. Know what has happened? I'll tell
Mhm.
you what. ACS. Do you know ACS?
I am a bit aware of the assessment bodies. Maybe it is an assessment body.
It's about assessment society for computers. Okay, it's an Austrian body.
Mm.
Okay, which authenticates your education as well as your job. Okay, which is done through, and have got the results of ACS as well. That's the major part when you travel to Australia.
Is it?
Okay,
Mm.
that is something which is really major. People are like really scared to appear, scared to submit everything because things are not that easy to get through ACS. In my case, ACS has come through easily. I'm stuck up with PTE. So with PTE score, if I have good score beyond 79 plus in each and every section,
Mm.
things are going to be more faster to me.
Is
So
it?
the whole point is
Mm.
I'm stuck up with PTE, and this is my last opportunity.
No, no, don't say it's a last opportunity. Uh,
It's like I'll cross the age bar. So I'm already 44, and sorry, not 44, 43.
uh-huh.
By November, I'm gonna hit 44, and then once I cross this age, I'm gonna be all set. The dreams have gone through. Dreams have all the dreams have gone in vain. Then
No,
so that's the just to avoid all of that situation. I'm just appearing once more, or maybe I don't mind giving 2 or 3 more attempts to clear the PT exams. But I want something really good, suggestions and right channels, so that I can appear and then put all my efforts so that I can score 79 plus in all of them.
okay. One thing, See, to be very honest, in your country, the exam is not that expensive. I have seen it like 12,000 more. Like
No, who says 12,000? Those days are gone by. It's
yeah,
17 or 17 to 18.
it's still 17 and 18 is not a big deal. You know, in Pakistan is 70,000 and we have to pay like 5% tax to the credit company, the credit card company through which we are paying, making the payment, and we have to give
Uh,
5% tax to the government. So for us, it is a scary scenario. For you, it is not that scary. You shouldn't have like dropped the idea and see you missed so many years. You know, even because of, even at a rate of 70,000, people are giving 5 to 6 attempts in Pakistan. Could you imagine? They are spending 4 lakhs, four,
I
four
can
to
imagine.
five,
I can just.
4 to 5 lakhs on the PTE exam only. For you, it's not that much. In
I
70,000,
mean,
in
people talk about just the PT result sheet without attempting or without appearing for the exams. Is that true? Something?
there is a lot of fake thing going on. There are a lot of fake reports also, for fake results also. So you have to be very vigilant about it. Especially, I don't know about
Yes, yes.
second.
I don't want to get on because recently, so when I was on the, I mean, while I was on the chat, I heard, I mean, I saw someone approaching for the same question. Somebody approached and then he did ask, "Is there any way that you can get the report without appearing for the exams?" I don't want to go on that way, but I'm just asking, is it something which is possible?
No, no, it's not possible. Do you think is it possible? If that would have been possible, why would Pearson go
I
out?
don't know. People who, yeah,
Yeah, it's
people
also
spending 5 lakhs or 6 lakhs in Pakistan, they would have ended up just paying that amount to a certain person and then get this report and then flew out of the country then.
no, and this is just one variety of fraud that going on. There are multiple. You won't even imagine how creative we are in that. So, anyways, so
Yeah,
the stuff is that if you could share me your mock exam, I can tell you where your mistakes are, where you're going wrong. It's all about approach. It's all about
I
strategy.
mock exam. I haven't appeared for any mock exam, Mir, or very
All
very
right.
yeah.
Even
I have,
even
like I
your
said, 2018 is the last time I had appeared for the exam, and then after I
you
gave up, I quit, and then I came back, and now I'm kind of again reluctant. Now I'm kind of reluctant that I want to give once more a try and then go ahead. So I'm just wondering, is there any change in the syllabus or change in the scope of PT? Recently, what I heard was there was something called what is it? Extended speaking, and then something I heard somebody
extended.
talking about it.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
The pattern is same. Extended speaking is just that something like I don't know how true it is. People say that in that in before in the early years, it was just if you say speak one line, you will get score, and it was very easy to gain scores. But they are saying that things now getting are a bit tough. So I don't know how true it is.
Okay.
But extended
Okay.
reading means read aloud and read a lecture and describe it and stuff like that.
Extended speaking, I said. Extended speaking is what this.
Yeah,
I
extended
don't know.
speaking means the the blue lines where it shows how good is your extended speaking. So extended speaking
Okay.
means something to do with retail lecture, describe image that how good you are speaking for extended period of time. That is retail lecture and
Got it.
describe image. It is a kind of a
Got
category.
it. Got it. Got it.
And then extended writing means essay. Short speaking means where you have to speak one line like a repeat sentence and short answers. And short writing means summarize written text. So it's just the name, the category of the questions, where they lie. It's just a category.
Okay. Okay. Now, since we are talking here, so what should I be doing? I mean, should I be? Are you going to be showing something, or should I be sharing anything to you that what exactly you're looking out from me?
Okay, so you told that you scored 79 in speaking. So,
That was long time back.
uh,
Long time back. I don't know. I don't have the confidence that I'm going to score once more. If I have to, if I again appear in PD exams, I don't have that confidence. So I need to start once more from the scratch.
okay. So, how much did you score in the reading part?
If I so it went good. I mean, okay, if I have to go and check my reports.
Any rough idea around what,
I'm
16?
just giving you the last. You know what has happened? I work in night shift. I work in night shifts. I work for a different company which is in night shift. And then every time what used to happen was every time I schedule the exam, go appear the exams in the day hours, and then eventually did not score much. Okay, so if I'm looking at the last score back in 27th of August of 2018, and then what I see is listening 55, reading 54, speaking 69, writing 57. That's my latest score or the last score that I had scored in PT.
Okay. So, speaking was
69.
69. You said 79.
No, this is the last attempt. I mean,
No, just
I
tell me
have.
the highest scores. Just tell me the highest score. Because what I do is I don't go for the lowest scores. I try to improve from the highest scores.
Okay, highest score was 79 in speaking. Okay,
And reading
reading. I'm looking at all the exam.
and on average.
On an average, I would say 60 plus, 60 or 65 plus. Something I've found which is
Okay.
uh,
So how
read
good
aloud.
how good is your vocabulary?
Vocabulary. I'm not sure. Frankly speaking, I don't know. Reading the best was 62 here. I can see here, and then when I see the listening 63, and then again writing 63. At that point, speaking went down to 58. So these are the multiple attempts I have given for PT, and out of which
Okay,
this is
so
what I see though.
okay, so let me okay. So what I do is
Let's do one thing, Mir. I'm a fresh mind. I don't want to go back to the 2018s. It's all
uh,
done is done.
I just
Okay,
want to
so
judge.
I'm totally a fresh mind for you.
I'm sorry.
Tell me what you want me to do.
Yeah, I just want to judge na, where you're standing. From there, it's very easy for me to uh, pick from which point, what strategy should I
Okay,
throw towards you. No? It's just to get an idea that how deep you are in the in the hot water. So,
okay.
okay,
If I have to rate myself, right, I may be a little good in English or maybe a little good in speaking, but when it comes to writing, okay, reading and then listening is something I'm really lacking.
well, that is not where I think you will be lacking. It's just you need some polishing and some guidance and
Okay,
some strategies
okay,
and some approaches.
okay.
Because my English is not that good. You can hear I don't think so
No,
that
I,
good.
I will I, I will not rate you anything because your report says everything. So I don't want to know whether you
Yeah,
speak good English or bad English. It doesn't
that,
matter to me at all. All
that,
matters is
that
you have the good score.
that
That
is
is what you're
because
going to produce in front of everyone.
that is because I followed the strategies and some common sense. I because the word template itself means a template, right?
Uh-huh.
It's not the answer.
Okay.
It's not the answer key for God's sake. Anyways, so people are
Okay. Okay.
crazy about it. Not template, 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 template. Okay, I will make I will make you go through some questions, and
Okay.
you like looking at your answers, I can tell that uh, where you
Where
stand.
I stand.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so let me okay, for while I'm opening, while I'm going through that page, for essay writing, yes, you need to make use of template. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
is, now again, the vocabulary in the template, for example, if they give you a question to write something on the advantages of watching television. Now, you know, the template has some general vocabulary, right? So people, what they do
Mm-hmm.
is they
Mm-hmm.
just type the template. Now, template has nothing to do with television. It hasn't
Mm-hmm.
provided a single line relevant to television. So,
Yeah, just like you said, my name is so my name starts. My name is becomes the initial grammar or initial vocabulary to start off to say
exactly,
the right sentence, which is my name is Mohsen.
exactly. So the stuff is when you're writing an essay, you should write at least 4 to 5 complete sentences on the topic.
Mm-hmm.
Now people go for
Okay.
keywords. Keywords is not an or a sentence.
True.
I think writing keywords is difficult because you have to provide at least 5 keywords. Writing a sentence is easy. Like watching television is not good for your health. So it's such an easy line to write rather than giving keywords television, radio, program, uh, comedy. See, here you have to provide a very intensive vocabulary. But if you write a sentence that television is not good for your health,
Mhm.
it's a very easy, simple, most simple sentence you could write. So what people usually do is they just type in the template and just try to fit in keywords. That's enough. But essay means to write a complete sentence on the topic.
Acha. Okay.
Okay, so I give you a question and I want you to read it. I know you will be good with everything, but just need to see that. See,
Yes, please.
reading a paragraph is not just for content and fluency, but there are other things relevant to it. Now, I want to judge you. Are you
Sure.
able to figure it out, or why,
Mhm.
what that read aloud actually means? Because if you know, have you an idea that every module is interconnected? It's not an individual module, as in IELTS.
Yeah. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it.
Okay.
Every module is interconnected to each other. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you read aloud is good, it will give you marks in speaking and also in reading. So I've given a
But
paragraph.
by any chance, okay.
Wait, I share the screen with you. By any
Yeah.
chance, what?
But, yeah, but by any chance, or maybe if you have, do you know how the marks are distributed across the all the sections?
I will send you a breakdown. It's a rough breakdown.
Okay.
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 Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the screen.
Okay. I give you time to prepare, and when there is a beep, you start speaking.
So what is this? Read aloud, is it?
Yes, it's read aloud.
Okay. I'm also. You can click on start.
I will tell you when to start. Just prepare now.
Okay. Okay.
Now start.
The researchers concluded that millions of people around the world may have inhabited a gray zone between living and dying, in which they had an out of body experience. People often wake up profoundly changed, no longer fearing death, and resolved to live a better life.
Okay. Now, one thing you fumbled a lot. Reason, when I gave you time to prepare, you were like reading in your mind, right?
Yeah.
Why? You should read with making sound. Reason, you will hear what you are saying. Number two, you will get an idea where you're fumbling. Number three, you will get an idea where you run out of your breath. Number four, you will get an idea how loud you are. Because if you're very loud, the examiner will come and ask you to be quiet, and that will be very disturbing. Fourthly, when you read loudly, you know where to take natural pauses. बिकॉज जब आप दिल में पड़े होते हैं ना तो आपके दम नहीं घुटता
Mhm.
क्योंकि आप आवाज नहीं निकाल रहे when you read you're breathing and you're speaking so you run out of your breath the strategy is when they give you seconds timings to prepare
Mhm.
it making some sound and the minute you see that there are just 5 or 6 seconds left be quiet right because it might start recording if you're speaking loudly secondly I think you didn't take yes you did take natural poses but now you read now listen how I read now again, if I restart it and I see how I prepare and how I attempt it. So it's here. Now I'm like preparing. The researcher concluded that millions of people around the world may have inhabited a gray zone between living and dying, in which they have had an out of body experience. People often wake up profoundly changed, no longer fearing death and resolved to live a better life. Now I see I fumbled at inhabited, so I try to practice inhabited, 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 the gray zone between living and dying. The researchers concluded that millions of people around the world may have inhabited a gray zone between living and dying, in which they had had an out of body experience. People often wake up profoundly changed, no longer fearing death and resolved to live a better life. Now, because I practiced with making sound, I was aware that inhabited was a word where I fumbled, so I tried to have a control on it. Not to fumble, not
Mhm.
to lose confidence, not to mispronounce it. Right? And I took natural pauses at commas and full stops. This is what is. So one thing more. You were speaking with annotations. What do you know what is annotations, right?
Oh yeah.
You were like stressing somewhere you were a bit louder, somewhere you went bit your bit like bit your volume went down. This is dangerous because you know
Okay. Okay.
because I don't know if it is very dangerous for you or not, but for us Asians, especially for me, I'm not a native speaker, so I don't know where to emphasize to make
Got it. Got it.
the make.
What you're suggesting is be on a single tone, right from start to
हाँ,
through
we
the
make it
end.
फ्लैट क्योंकि हम गोरे नहीं,
Okay.
हमें नहीं पता कि पैराग्राफ की नौयत पे हमें कहाँ जोर देना चाहिए, किस बात को emphasize करना चाहिए. It's just for you to read it,
Acha.
right? So
Got it. Got it. Got it.
annotation is dangerous for me. It is dangerous because I'm an Asian. I'm not a native speaker.
Okay.
So they are not asking
Okay.
you to put emphasis on somewhere. They are just asking you to simply read it, but just read it.
इसका मतलब आप कहीं पे भी चाहे चाहे वो रिटन लेक्चर हो या फिर समर स्पोकन टेस्ट हो या फिर कुछ भी हो, आपने कहीं पे भी इंटोनेशन का यूज नहीं किया.
एनोटेशंस का, हाँ, एनोटेशंस मैंने कहीं फोर्स नहीं किया, जोर नहीं दिया कि एक.
अच्छा. अच्छा.
हाँ, क्योंकि आई डोंट नो what is the context of the paragraph. They are not trying to check the context. और basically ज्यादातर बातें इसमें लिखी हुई थी वो उसमें कोई लॉजिक नहीं होती है. It's just to trick you by sometimes they give you a lot of commas, sometimes some paragraphs have a lot of full stops, sometimes some paragraphs have a lot of words which are kind of a tongue twisters, like have inhabited a gray zone. So it kind of a tongue twister, right? So it's
अच्छा.
just
अच्छा.
so if that is the case, if you go for annotation, that then it will be dangerous because sometimes there are paragraphs which have a lot of es and eds. That is just a tongue twister. They try to tongue so you could fumble or you could run out of
Got
breath.
it.
Okay.
True. True.
Now
True.
this was a weakness. Now I give you a describe image, and again I give you time to prepare, and let's see how you, because your English is good. But these exams is not about English. These exams are about how you attempt it, how you respond to a scenario or a situation. This is what this exam is all about. So because every person
Okay.
doesn't have good English, even in your country, some people cannot say Z. Say they say zero, but still
जीरो जीरो, हाँ, ये नॉर्थी लोग जीरो बोलते हैं.
Cool. So that still they are able to score it. Why? Because the system that they have, the software is very sophisticated. It has nothing to do with accent. They have built it very profoundly. Uh,
Okay.
it's just that if they are able to give them the right response and reproduce it very the way it's asked, then accent doesn't matter. So if I give you
Okay.
this
Okay.
picture again, let me restart it, and I give you time to prepare. Please prepare it bit loudly, okay? So you don't run, you know where you are running out of breath. I don't know if your picture is that clear to you.
Yeah, I can see that. Or I can zoom in myself.
Okay. So now, yeah, you can zoom it. So now we give you time, start preparing. Start speaking.
This picture deposits pollutant emission by industrial sector, and on the right hand side I can see the different bars of different colors. Man, it has got manufacturing, transportation, construction in the industrial sector, agriculture, utilities, and on the left hand side I can see the emission with different units, which is starting from 50 and all the way through 300. Looking in the picture, I can see manufacturing has got the highest emission units, whereas the transportation comparatively lesser, and then agriculture has the least number of emission units, which is standing at 100 units. With that, I would conclude. Okay, I think it's all done.
Okay, so that's done. Okay, so it
Yeah.
was not that bad. It was good, but it was good. I would give you 79 for it, but still it was bit unstructured type thing. What exactly it is? Why I would say unstructured? If you're aiming for 79, I would say don't go for 79. Aim for 90 so you can fall in 80. Is that it was superb. Only that
Yeah.
the thing is that you should keep this in mind that when you are going for describe image, you should say these three words: maximum, minimum, conclusion. Yes, you said highest and you said lowest. But the structured form would have been, you should have mentioned first, this is the highest thing and this is the lowest thing, right? Like now listen
Mhm.
to how I say it. Here is an
Okay.
important picture in front of me. It is about pollutant emissions by industrial sector. I can see the highest emission is by manufacturing, that is around 800 कौन सा यूनिट लिखा हुआ है emissions in हाँ
Yeah, 300 लिखा हुआ है, 300.
sorry हाँ 300 emissions. I can see the lowest emissions is by the agriculture sector. There are transportations at 250. The construction and industrial sector is around 150 emissions units, and utilities are around in between 150 to 200. In conclusion, it is a very important picture. Now, can you tell the difference between your thing and my thing, minus the fumble that I did? Because I didn't have the time to prepare. So, can you
I
tell
mean,
me the
I
difference?
didn't cover up all the sectors. I just covered up manufacturing,
Huh?
and then comparatively low,
Exactly.
which is transportation, and then agriculture being the least emission uh, pollutant.
You didn't even cover the whole sectors, and you didn't even cover the all numbers that are given. You said on the right side and the left side. This is not important.
Yes.
You should
Okay.
provide, you should read the content that is given. The content given was
Okay.
utilities, agriculture, construction, industrial sector, transportation, manufacturing, 0, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300. You didn't even say the word emissions in units. Did you mention units?
I think I did say it said emission units starting from zero to all the way
Fine,
through
but all
300.
way to through three. So you didn't say the numbers. So why to
Okay. Okay.
say the colors? Why to mention the
Okay.
colors? Yes, you can say the colors when there isn't enough information provided. Because if
Okay.
you're not reading all these words that are given, the numbers will take up
Mhm.
all of your time.
Red bar, blue bar, starting from just
Absolutely
starting. Okay.
not necessary. आप जो तस्वीर में
Okay.
चीजें लिखी हुई है ना वो तो बोलें क्योंकि वो ही आंसर में की है. The
Acha.
The proof is, let me show you the proof. Like if I show you the answer to this question, now you read it yourself, the answer. Read the answer.
Okay, the bar chart gives information about the pollutant emissions by industrial sector. From the picture, we can see utilities is the value is 200.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm just okay. And transportation, the value is higher, which is 240. The highest value is manufacturing, which is 300, and the lowest value is agriculture. It's not talking about color, which
Yeah,
is highest. Okay, just highest and lowest. In conclusion, okay, I was just trying to add the last
exactly.
thing. In conclusion, or I was okay. This bar chart is okay, very
So did
informative.
you notice
Got it, got
they
it.
read all the
They're
words?
not looking something, frankly speaking, they're not looking for any hi-fi words. They're just looking for the information or the content that is present in the image. Got
Exactly.
it.
And that content is the answer. Now, do you see any kind of template over here?
No, 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 no. Frankly speaking, there is no template and on top of that, no fancy words. That's the best part. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, I was wondering, people are waiting. I mean, PT is waiting to know where you stand with good English. So people will try to add all the fancy words
No, no, no,
so
no.
that,
Because
okay, got it, got it.
it is an AI. So AI has fixed, you